Hi, hello, welcome. If you're new here or welcome back, either way, hi. I do not own this fanfiction, nor do I own the beautiful font I use this video. If there's any background noises, I apologize for that. With that being said, hopefully you enjoy it. Yayomomo, Name, what are you doing here? Kirishima greeted as he saw her stepping foot into school. Oh, hey there, A. Name muttered with a sigh. Her eyes were glowing black and pink. Jiro, knowing that it had been extremely unmanly of him to cheat, confessed everything to his ex moments after it happened. It was a clean break. If both of them were being honest, they remained really good friends. I'm here to see Yayomomo. Is she still in class by any chance? The brunette, blonde, etc. asked, trying to peek around the tall boy. Oh yeah, she's asking Mr. Aizawa a question. Cool, see you later then. The smaller, taller, etc. girl dismissed as she sat with the present in her hand. She opened the velvet box to reveal a beautiful ruby necklace. Okay, it's okay, just... Name cleared her throat and stood in the now empty hallway, her eyes glowing a beautiful emerald green. Yayomomo, we have known each other for maybe 2 or 3 weeks when you found me crying over some dumb guy. Chuckling, the girl began pacing, lost in her own little world. Ever since the moment you made me that ramen, I knew I was in love. You're beautiful inside and out. You're amazing and sweet, caring, and I really like you. Please go out with me. Taking a deep breath, Name nodded to herself and sighed in content. Yeah, that should be good enough. Then she groaned and nearly threw the box over her shoulder. But she deserves perfect, not just good enough. Name. Turning around, the raven-haired beauty stood with a starstruck look. You want to ask me out? No, not like this. It has to be Oh, Name, anything would be perfect as long as it's coming from you, Momo said, walking up and shyly wrapping her new girlfriend into a hug. Both females had a raging blush on their cheeks as they stood there in each other's arms, the happiest they could be. Jiro. Name and Jiro both bonded quite easily after their first date at 7-Eleven. Yet there was still one thing both of them realized 1 week after receiving no text from Monoma. Name and Monoma had never officially broken up. But don't you think he knows by now? Name asked Jiro, as they sat across from each other at lunch. Well, he doesn't know you know he cheated. Maybe you should go tell him now. She pointed at the blonde who sat by Kendo's side, making Name flinch subtly. Yet Jiro noticed. Her look softened as she reached her hand out to hold onto Name's. You've got this. I'll go with you. As the two girls made eye contact, Name could see the trust in Jiro's eyes, making her own light up with determination. Okay, I'll do it. The two girls got up and approached the table. Monoma looked up and smirked at Name before turning back to Kendo. Would you mind getting me a soda? Pretty please. The orange-haired girl gave him a deadpan expression but sighed and nodded. Sure, whatever. As soon as she left, Monoma turned to Name with a nasty smirk. You finally decided to come crawling back to me? Huh? Not as good as you thought. Or was no other guy in 1A as good as I was? Name could feel herself shrink back to his cockiness before she felt a small hand slip into her own. Looking over, she saw Jiro with a soft blush on her cheeks. There are so many guys as good as you, or better, in there, but I found a girl who's the best. Monoma glared, but smiled nonetheless. So, is that why you didn't want to put out? 'Cause you're a lesbian? Fuming, Name stepped forward with a detesting stare. No, because you kiss like a sloppy, wet, blubbery catfish. You really think I'd want you touching anything on me with your grubby little hands of yours? She sneered, turning tail and pausing. We're over, by the way. As the two girls sauntered off, Jiro squeezed her assumably new girlfriend's hand. Now that's closure. Ochaco. Knowing that Ochaco and her family couldn't afford much, Name decided to treat them all out to dinner. Some time had passed after the whole accident of finding Mina attempting to cheat on Name. Quite surprisingly, Zero rejected Mina. Name and Zero stayed friends, but they both drifted away from the pink-haired hero. Ochaco and Name, on the other hand, grew extremely close. They spent more time together. Most of it was Ochaco comforting Name and getting her ice cream in the beginning. Once Name was over it, they began talking. Talking led to Name meeting Uraraka's parents. They both loved her. They often teased the two young girls by asking when they were planning on proposing to each other. Name would laugh heartily, and Ochaco would blush in extreme embarrassment. When Name found out exactly how low income Ochaco's family was and how many gifts Uraraka had gotten her due to her heartbreak and Uraraka's new crush on her, Name felt extremely guilty. Which led to this dinner. All four people were dressed up in the nicest attire they owned. "You really didn't have to do this. It just makes me feel bad." Uraraka whined softly from her spot beside Name. Said girl simply giggles and leans over with a love-struck look in her colored eyes. "Anything for my favorite girl?" Placing a kiss upon Ochaco's pink cheeks, Name and Uraraka's parents could have sworn Ochaco nearly fainted. "So, Name," Ochaco's father began, "our little girl here just wouldn't stop talking about you, so you must be something special. She was just like this with that Midoriya boy last year." "Dad," Ochaco hissed, gripping her utensils with a fierce intensity. "Well, I haven't stopped thinking about her." Name laughed out, playing along with Man. "Oh, darling, we just want to make sure you won't hurt her." Ochaco's mother said softly. "Hurt Ochaco?" Name sounded almost offended at the thought. Picking up her tone, Ochaco worried, thinking her parents had made her uncomfortable. "She's just joking, Name. We should just go real." "I would never dream of hurting Ochaco. She's the one who put me back together again. She helped me have faith that I can love again." Turning to Ochaco, Name blushed and let out a quiet, shy laugh. "That wasn't something I would have loved expressing in front of your parents, but that was something I had to tell you for some time now." Hi, hello again. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not own this fanfiction, nor do I own any of the beautiful fan art used in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah, goodbye.